Hey, hey, hey! How the devil are we all? How's it going? How you doing, Jay?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I am good. We are back for episode 37, I think, of Top Table Lab, and I'm a bit
37.
warm, but I'm pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Coping.
Hanging in there. Hello, everyone. If you're in the chat, make it known. Say hello. Let us know what you're all up to. It'd be good to see who's in this evening. But we are back for another 90 minutes of talking a load of nonsense and chatting to you all about nerd stuff, which would be pretty good.
Yeah.
What's going on, Steve?
Not much, mate. I've had a grim couple of days working. I got absolutely drenched today when the heavens opened up. It looks like we're back to Manchester weather. The only problem is it's still red hot. It's grim.
It's horrible, isn't it? It
Yeah,
is
it's grim.
horrible. No, it's no good, man. It's no good. And how's the cooking going? Let's get it out of the way early. You can cook your culinary side adventure. How's it going? Because it makes me hungry a lot. But
Yeah,
how's it
it's
going?
awesome, mate. Loving it. Loving it.
When are we getting our first full-blown YouTube cooking tutorial experience? When's that happening?
Oh, I don't know. Don't know. Not there yet. Not there yet. I've only got a small kitchen, so getting the cameras in there is going to be difficult. I have got a kitchen upgrade, which I've been promising the wife I'm going to do for the last 2 years, where I will be taking a wall down so it makes the kitchen a little bit bigger. So maybe when that happens, I don't know. If I can make it work, I'll do one.
Oh,
Just
you're building like a portable trolley filming thing in a very you fashion.
yeah, everything, all the bells and whistles, mate. Lily's mad for doing something on camera. My little girl, she's 8. And she keeps saying, "Dad, Dad," because we made some biscuits and cakes and stuff. And I was telling her about YouTube. She knows that I do this, and she was like, "Yeah, when we doing cooking on YouTube, Dad, when we're doing it." So I said we might do something.
You're not
So
been
we'll see.
those amazing TikTok dances with her.
No,
You are a fan of TikTok.
she's too. Oh, massive fan of TikTok. I could sit there for 3 hours watching TikTok videos, me mate, easily, easily.
Do I need to remind you of how old you are?
No, because I'm young at heart, bro. Young at heart.
Young at heart. Oh,
No.
cool. Do you want to do a roll call? We'll see who's in, or do you want me to do it?
No, you do it, mate. I do everything else. Standard.
We may have missed the first few because we both literally just got home, so we've been a bit last minute. But David Coleman, good to be back. Hey, friend. Glyn Seymour, as always, is in. He says, "All right, old boys, less of the old Glyn." Although I love that, as I said, that Steve put on his readers. That was
Yeah.
perfect time. Nice job. Nick Gardner's in. Okay, I'm here. Almost finished my Dark Apostle, but forgot 2 specific paints. So I have to wait till I get home. Are you painting at work, dude? I think you told me once you get some painting at work, which is pretty legit. Rain Mickle is in. Hey there, people. Luke Churchus is in. Evening. Artist Opus is in, which will, of course, be Byron. Evening, Jay. How upset are you about the lack of burritos in your life, really? I am very upset. One thing I missed during lockdown is chalangos, and I can't believe I didn't think about getting one earlier, mate. We've got Hello Lizards. That's got to be Will Pinto, hasn't it?
It's got to be
There's
on
only
it.
one person who says Hello Lizards. Frederick Schulz, bratwurst and sauerkraut. That sounds good. Jog PLC says, yes, the humidity is gross. Amen. I am dying today. We've got James Miniature Space in. He says, hello. Hey, James. Adam Holland. Good evening, gents. Is the pub open Saturday night? We're going to have to reopen the Top Table Arms, Steve.
Yeah, we'll have to have a lock in.
Oh, we'll have a chat after the stream. We'll find out when we're going to reopen the pub because that was excellent fun last time, and I was pretty drunk. I'm not going to lie.
I was a lot drunk.
Well, Steve, you get drunk doing streams 3 times a week, like
I know.
every Friday.
I know.
Watching BHL talking nonsense while Damien's slaving away painting. It's not anything new, is it? But yeah, we will talk about the Top Table Arms, and it was that much of a laugh and that busy. We'll be singing it from the rooftops when we launch it. So Harjinder Singh says, hey guys, hope you're both well. I'm doing all right, mate. How are you? Frederick Schulz, humidity in Germany isn't better. Really weird because it isn't too hot outside and it's still not nice. Yeah, the weather's rubbish here, but it's just hot and muggy. Alex Hart's back. Not seen you in ages. He says, all right, fellas, been too long. Good to have you back, mate. Flying Mammal is in. Ruth, and she says, a bake-along, and she waves. You should definitely do like a Zoom live bake-along, Steve. I'd have a go at that.
But what the problem with a bake along is, what happens when you whack your cake in the oven for 40 minutes? You just sat
Steve,
there.
we pulled conversation out of thin air for 90 minutes once a fortnight for this. I'm sure you'll manage for 40 minutes.
True that.
And with your like harem of fans, like you'll never be short of stuff to talk about, mate. Frederick Schultz says he had a lasagna. We're turning into a cooking channel now. I think it's happening. Position. The GBHL podcast, which I'm assuming is of course Tom.
Obviously, it's Tom, yeah.
Rocks and the true hero of the GBH podcast. He says evening. Jill Monroe says, well, hello. Hey, Jill, how you doing? Lee Dalberkin, hi, guys, how you doing? I'm all right, Lee. How
Hey,
are
Lee.
you? Missing seeing your face at the gaming centre.
I was just about to say, Lee, I miss your face.
We're on the same page, you see. Artist Opus, maybe we can do something about that. Enjoy the stream, guys. I'm off to try and knock out. Take it easy, Byron. Love, love, love. Everyone go and check out the Artist Opus YouTube channel as well. There is some absolutely amazing videos over there of how to achieve great effects, mainly with the dry brush. Fast, efficient, awesome. Edited by a pro. The videos look incredible. And there's some really good stuff for any skill level. So get over to the AO channel. You will learn a lot. And I've completely lost where I'm up to. Do you want to take over, Steve?
Where were we up to? Artist Opus. Frederick says, it's Tom, let's talk about rocks. And GBHL podcast says, yes, Jay, that is exactly what happens. Rain says, good to be able to watch you live for the first time in ages. Good to have you, pal.
It has been a while since I've seen your name in one of these, mate. So I'm glad you're in.
Yeah.
And I hope you're very active in the chat.
Sean says, evening, nearly missed this because Jay made me buy Days Gone.
Yeah, buddy. How is it? What do you think? Where are you up to? PM me. Tell me in the chat. Super excited. We were chatting computer games because we'll talk about it when we talk about what we're up to. But yeah, there's a big computer game coming.
I'm not on the Facebook chat. You on the Facebook chat? Is that?
It's gonna be Bill. Check JB and L Perky. Is his boss watching? Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm excited to hang out.
Jill says, yes, I'll need to buy in double the amount of cider for the TT Arms reopening. Went through them way too fast last time.
Wait,
I was mullered last time. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't the beer. I don't drink often. I think the good thing is I think having to do the stream kept me and you sane because as soon as we killed the cameras and we were just chatting, we started slurring a bit more, and I was like, I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I was pretty drunk.
Originally, it was supposed to be what, like 2 hours, and it ended up being 5.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's crazy.
It's good fun though. Good fun.
Yeah.
Alex Hart says, being busy with golf, football, helping maintain the cricket round, and being with the missus for 1 year anniversary today. Grateful to be back, and we'll be painting again shortly. Good stuff, man. I've been working with some lovely rocks today. Really solid, very sharp, just great. Absolutely my jam. So yeah, what have you been up to, Jay? In the past, well, we are on time. But it is 2 weeks ago we were live.
Yeah, we did the last one. It's easy to lose track. So what have I been up to hobby-wise in the last one? I have to look around.
Yeah.
With being on the old furlough, I have a lot of hobby time, so I get stuff done and forget about it. I started basing my OCR Bone Reapers, the army I got painted for AOS. I bought some of the Geek Gaming stuff, got some stuff on Fluke.
Yeah.
I got like the Grim Dark. It's basically like lots of different coarse sand, but black. It's been dyed black. And then I got some really cool red gems. So it's quite a dark basing scheme because I painted the models really light. So started basing my Bone Reapers. And in preparation for #new40k, I've been building, hang on, we'll just fly one casually past the camera. I've been building Necrons.
Yeah.
Look at that. I was like, that's got a massive gun. It's got to be good. That's how I understand 40k. Oh shit! I've just broke his head off. I mean,
you're not allowed to swear on YouTube. Please mind your language. Please mind your language.
So yeah, I've been building a load of Necrons. I picked a lot of my favourite models that we're pretty sure aren't getting new models and will look good with the new core set stuff. And I'm gluing them together. I've done a test model which I sent to you the other day, and preparation for both playing games and filming for the channel. Getting a Necron army together ahead of 9th. And then I've been doing a load of computer gaming as well. As Sean mentioned, I've just recommended Days Gone. Sean, what did you think? Stick it in the comments.
He already has. He says, really enjoying the game. Only playing an hour or so, but can tell I'm going to love it.
It's wicked. But a very, very popular game gets us, I think it's been 7 years now, gets a sequel. The Last of Us 2 comes out on Friday.
Yeah.
To me, I've been nerding out and chatting about that. I'm looking forward to playing it. So I've been getting a lot of computer gaming in as well, because I think those of you guys who've been following the channel and chatting on these about just like over 200 models done in lockdown. I go through waves where for a month I just love hobby and painting, and then for a month I'll just computer game in my hobby time. So I'm having a bit of a slowdown from painting, but I'm building lots of models, and when I get them done, I'm going to try and like batch paint all the Necrons in the world, because I'd love to be able to paint the new starter set when it comes out and then have 2,000 points. That's the dream. we'll see. But yeah, that's me, mate. What have you been up to hobby wise?
Pretty quiet on the hobby front. I've put together half of the Space Wolf side of the Prophecy of the Wolf box set, which is just there. So I put Ragnar together, which is a super cool model.
You converted hand in the end.
Yeah, so he's got a bolter now in his hand. I don't know. I can't be bothered getting it up there, but yeah, he's got a bolter in his hand. So yeah, I've got that, and I'm just trying out some different paint schemes because I'm going to be doing not paint schemes, ways. The paint scheme for Space Wolves is what it is, isn't it? But different ways of doing it because I'll do a painting guide for Ragnar, which you can use on any Space Wolf, which I'm hoping will be a nice and easy enough to follow along and get your Space Wolves to a pretty decent tabletop standard pretty quick. So I'm just practicing some different techniques on some spare models, but yeah, I'm hoping by the time 9th does drop, I've got. I will have because I've already got some Space Wolves painted, but I want to have about 1500. I don't really want to play 1500 point games. I like the idea of playing the smaller games, but I want to have some options.
Yeah, makes sense.
The problem is that it's all new units coming out with the box sets, so I'm going to want to get...
Screens have got that much detail, they're all going to take 4 million years to paint.
I know.
They're beautiful, but like, if you look at that new Lieutenant, like, his shield's going to take 3 or 4 sittings.
I know.
So you're going to have your work cut out when we're trying to get stuff ready for the channel, mate. I don't envy you there.
They're going to be... I'm going to find a way of getting them done so they look all right, quick.
Yeah. I think assemblies is going to be key. Like dry brushing, like if you check the AL channel out, like you can achieve some mega stuff.
Yeah. Well, my airbrush, I've had some pretty good results with Space Marines, different whether it's been Raptors, Space Wolves, or Ultramarines with my airbrush, and then it's just a case of you can get all the armor painted and airbrushed, and it's highlighted and shaded in about 15 minutes. But then painting the guns and the straps and the little bits, and now they've, especially the Phobos Marines, they've got all little antennas all over them and stuff like that. It's not like the older ones where it was just a little bit of this and that.
The new Necron stuff's incredible, but if you asked me what I'd love to own painted, it wouldn't be Necrons.
Yeah.
But like I legitimately do when I pick armies now, I legitimately consider how fast can I paint it. Like tons of detail.
Yeah.
Just off like. You might get lucky because with some of the Space Marine kits, like the Aquilas and stuff like that, they're optional, and you can just leave them on.
I'm trying to put my phone on silent, so I do apologise.
Little switch on the side, mate.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. So yeah, like hope you might get lucky, and a lot of the like knives on belts and Aquilas and stuff might not be essential. Like because I tend to leave that stuff off because GW models are incredible. There's always about 10% too much going on for me.
Yeah, well, this sprue, which I put together like the first squad here, all the pouches, the sidearm pouch, the grenades, all the bits and bobs, it is all separate. You stick them on after the fact. But I've also, I don't know if you remember a while ago, I got about 4 of these Space Wolf upgrade sets for Primaris from Element Games ages ago, and I never did anything with them, and I found them, so I've been putting all them bits on. So I'm just making life difficult for myself, basically. But I am excited by 9th. I think a lot of us are. If there's anyone in the chat as well who's looking forward to it, I'll tell you what was interesting, the thingy today about the Overwatch rule.
I tell you what, Tower, everyone's wanting to burn the Tower armies, aren't they? Because that army's built around Overwatching.
Yeah. So you can still use it. You still use it, but it costs a CP, doesn't it? And then I reckon there'll be certain like leaders of your squads that still get it as well. I don't think it's going to be totally you've got to pay for it all the time.
Some units will get special rules that let them overwatch and stuff. They'll introduce the rules for units. Yeah. The thing is, everyone's like, whenever an article drops, everyone's panicking, but we've not seen everything yet. Like,
you know what? I think the more they freshen up, the better for me.
The counter to it is everyone's going, oh well, it's now a melee focused game and how don't work. But then don't forget, tanks can shoot into combat now and can shoot when they're engaged. So like, not necessarily tanks are now the new. Like it's all like, let's wait until we've got a full picture and we've had a go. But no, I'm excited for 9th, and everyone in the chat, everybody's chatting tonight, which is great. Let us know what you're all working on. and let us know what you think about Ninth. We're here to entertain you and get some conversation going. But no, it's exciting. And what's that? A bit of chocolate. Oh, I'm jealous.
Galaxy chocolate. Damien will be going mad now.
I've got nothing local. I'm very upset. It's all in the kitchen. But I suppose another bit of news on that is they have confirmed it's coming out in July. So it means it's maximum 5 weeks away. And I think my predictions are pretty solid. Up for pre-order on the 11th, I think I said. Coming out on the 25th. That's a fairly widespread opinion now as well. There's been some leaks from people who more often than not get this stuff right. But no, it's exciting, and it'd be interesting to see. Obviously, we did the live stream of the reveal and stuff, and they did the little teaser at the end. I can't believe everyone hates the Space Marine ATV. I like it.
It's the internet, though, isn't it?
It's Kart memes and all sorts.
It's the internet. I'm not fussed. It don't bother me. I think, for me, I'm not like, they were going into the hovercrafts and stuff like that. This is going back a step. I'm like, whatever, man. It looks cool. It looks awesome.
I like the gun turret as well. I think that is legit. I have to admit, I was on because they reopened it. I was on Forge World website today looking at the Necron stuff.
Yeah, I've not gone on it.
They have like big, huge weapon-like platforms and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, they've got like a 220 quid giant spider. I was like, whoo! I've got to be careful because when 8th came out, I was playing Chaos with the army that I want to do in 9th. I was telling you about, and like I bought like a Charybdis assault claw. I had a Thunder. Like I think I spent about 300 quid in Forge because like playing Middle Earth, unless you get Smaug, you can't get some at this big. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it was like, and I got very excited and did a me, and at the time I was able to, so I kind of but I'm trying to show a bit more restraint this time.
Yeah.
Trying.
Well, it's going to be good. It's good. I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited to get stuck into doing content for it because I'm really sort of feeling it now. Right. We are, I think, first and foremost.
Yeah.
Even before gamers and hobbies, I think right now, because of the channel and because of the Facebook group, we're content creators more now, and I'm missing it. I'm missing being able to put stuff out that's different. I keep having these ideas for content to do. I'll sit and I'll talk about this, but it's like, do people really want to sit there and just hear my opinion on something? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
I'd rather do it in a live stream where you can go backwards and forwards and you can get live feedback and go, right, well, yeah, whatever.
We've been chatting about it as well, haven't we? But like, I really miss just getting in the studio, mate.
Yeah,
We've popped in the last couple of weeks just to kind of get stuff, and it's like it's barren because we all raided it for cameras and stuff, and we are going to use that to our advantage, and we're going to come back looking even cooler.
Yeah.
Plans are like, I'm just excited to get in the studio and film content. It's not the same filming at home because like it's your house as well.
Well, you're on your own as well. That's the thing. That's the thing I'm missing the most. I said this before. I said it on. It was released today actually on the Out of the Frying Pan podcast. We spoke to the lads over there, and they interviewed us for the podcast, which was nice. It was nice to chat to those guys and not be the people who are dealing with all the putting it together at the end and editing and stuff like that. That was quite cool. But I miss the social side. I miss going to the studio and hanging out with you and Ben, and even just sitting there and talking about the stuff that we want to do going forward.
Right, we used to chill out in there, and
it's getting me down a bit now. I just want to get back to normal. It's hard doing it. What can you do?
As well, like once we do get back to normal, the channel will benefit because you guys get a load more. I had to stick his head back on that. I broke it. It was bothering me. You guys get a load more entertainment, and we get to make content, and everything else is history, as they say.
And I can stop eating and drinking and get rid of some of this weight that I've piled on over lockdown.
In about 6 months, Steve's starting a third YouTube channel called I Can You Can Exercise, just as a counter to I Can You Can Cook. But mate,
well, I was talking to Anna about it. I was talking to Anna about it today because I said, oh look, love, I'm piling it on this. You didn't sign up for this, did you? She just started laughing and she's like, well, it's lockdown. You'll be all right when you get back to work properly and that. So I said, I'll have to start cooking some healthy stuff. She was like, yeah, get some of it. I Can You Can. Get fit with me meals on the old YouTube. So you never know, might do. I'm not really into healthy food though.
Who is? It's a necessity, isn't it?
Yeah. I love veg, but You can't. Not all veg. Just because it's veg doesn't mean it's healthy. If you like douse it in goose fat and whack it in the oven, that's not healthy. No matter what it is.
If you eat 2,000 calories or something, it doesn't matter what it is. You know what I mean? No, well, that's what we've been up to. I'm going to jump back in the chat, mate, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Hope everyone else has been up to. So let me just find where we were. I think we were up to Skullman. So Nick Gardner, I bought 2 boxes of Warp Talons. Really frustrating to build. I built some not long ago. I don't know where to go here because the points are going up. What I have now might be close to 2K. As far as computer games, I've been playing the Neverwinter. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like with the Necrons, like most of this stuff I'm assembling has got like 3 weapon options. I'm just sticking the coolest one on.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to magnetize. Like, I've got what I've got. I'm just going to make it look cool.
Does anyone else find like, because Middle Earth models, like obviously you know what the model's supposed to look like, you know what weapon they've got. When I was putting this squad together, like there's that many options, and I'm thinking, well, I'm new to the game. I don't know what does what, so I don't know what I want my squad to have.
Especially when there's a new edition, because even if you've got the codex, look at this here. This is a Necron Tombblade. Mate, right? He's not big. That's the old school baby ones. He's not big at all. He's a baby model. That was about 40 pieces. Honestly, it took me 7 hours to build 3 of them, and I had 6, but I'm just not doing the other 3. Like 3 of them took me. Is anyone in the chat built these things? They're cool. Little flyers with big, massive Gauss cannons on the front. But my God, I love building models, but some of this pushed me to like the limit of patience.
The thing is, I know you as well, and looking at that, I can already tell they're not going to last 5 minutes, mate.
Yeah, I'm gonna like ham-fisted like crush it like an idiot, but shush. But yeah, I fully agree, mate. But let's see where we're up to. There we are. Alex Hart. Mrs. bought me Witcher for anniversary, so that's being started now. Do you know what? I was chatting to, I think it might have been Sean or Ian, and like Witcher 3 and Skyrim, like these massive, you can put hundreds of hours into open world RPGs. I really wish I'd not played them all. Like I'm at the point now where, like after Last of Us, there's probably not another game I want to try until 5 now, and I love my games. But like Witcher 3, you're going to have a whale of a time. I played a bit of it a couple of weeks ago just to kind of like recure that itch, but it's never the same on your 4th playthrough, is it? You know what's coming, so no, wicked. Jill Monroe says I played Firewatch on PS4. I've not heard of that one.
That's the Tau. Is that the Tau game where you play as Tau? Or is that Fire Warrior? Is that Fire Warrior? Or am I thinking of something like that?
I'm thinking of Fire Warrior. I resubbed to World of Warcraft and all of the hobbyist stuff. Do you know what? I never did WoW. I did Lord of the Rings Online, love it. But I never did WoW. And again, I nearly tried it last week because a couple of the guys at Element are playing it during lockdown.
Yeah.
I've showed some strength. Rain says, I haven't been able to join live since I usually have early mornings and you start quite late because it's 2-hour time difference. Oh, okay. But now I'm on a 4-week holiday. Boom! So that's 4 weeks of you in these streams because you are, of course, our favourite person. It says evening. Oh, Chris McGrail. Hi, guys. Watched for a while, never spoken. Well, I'm glad you've spoken up, man. Make sure you get involved.
Welcome, Chris.
It's a bit weird, but I'm okay. Tell us a bit more about you in the chat, my friend. Looking at new 40k armies after lots of years since version 6. The nuns with guns look good. Yeah, the Sisters of Battle. Do you know what that's reminding me of? The nuns with guns. What was the name of the nun Mordheim faction? Do you remember they all had like flails? I remember what they called. Tell us in the chat. Because I went to Games Day '97 on the coach with GW Manchester, and they were like pre-released, but it was back in the days when inside the box was loads of polystyrene and that. And I got them. Was it Sisters of Sigmar?
I think it was Sisters of Sigmar. Yeah.
They were so, and do you know what? A lot of the like Tony Moore and Nigel and everyone, when the world's fixed, they're starting a Mordheim campaign. If I could get all of those models, I might jump in just for like nostalgia.
I've got a thingy warband. Is it Witch Hunters?
Have you got the Witch Hunters?
Yeah, I've got them up there. Yeah.
Oh, nice. But yes, it's a Sigma. If that's it, let us know in the chat. They were cool, and the nuns bit reminded me of that. Frederick Schultz, Tom, what's your take on Anatexis versus Metamorphosis? That one. Jog PLC.
Rock Talk.
Yeah. Smaller games is where it's at. I think most of the stuff we do on the channel will be smaller games.
Yeah, definitely.
Crusade mode as well. Pumped for that. There's a 40k podcast that GW do. They released an episode this week, and they do actually say it is the Warcry campaign system, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Obviously, GW have used Warcry to test what is Crusade mode. They've said it's akin to Warcry, which means it will just be the Warcry campaign.
Yeah.
I'm down for that because I really like it.
Well, it suits us. It suits us because we want to do 40k content. One of the things that always put us off, even though we did do content in the past, the one thing that was always the fight when filming 40k battle reports was the length of time that they were, because it's fairly obvious. Nobody wants to sit and watch a battle report. I mean, maybe the odd person will, but generally nobody wants to sit and watch a battle report that's over an hour long. I don't have that amount of time in the day spare just to sit and watch. So ideally, we'd like our battle reports to come in around. I mean, what we think, like 40 minutes is like the sweet spot for a battle report, right?
I think it's an hour for me because I do like in my battle reports to chat about the list and that stuff. I'd say an hour, like less than an hour, is kind of what I'd aim for personally.
Yeah.
40 minutes would be. Have you seen those 40k and 40 minutes bat reps?
Yeah.
Woo, they're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely the plan. Nick Gardner, I've conceded that I'm not painting my 40k to SPG or Legion standards. I bet you wish you made that decision before you spent 4 million hours on Noise Marine. Leopard print and too many models. Poor Cassian's just sitting there. Oh, bless. Jog PLC, I would imagine Ty will have special Overwatch rules. I think exactly the same. That's why I don't get everybody kicking off, because we haven't seen any of that yet. They did a faction review of Chaos Space Marines today as well. And I love the fact that they were like Khorne Berserkers were front and center. You can make them. So Khorne Berserkers, like my favorite army in 8th was a World Eaters army, Khan the Betrayer, and a load of Khorne Berserkers. And they're all armed with chain axes and chainswords. And their special rule is they get to fight twice every fight phase. And they have a stratagem, and you can make a unit of 20 of them throw like 80 attacks 3 times now. And they are just a mega melee Khorne force. So I'm gonna, if I get my Necrons done, they might be number 2 because I never finished it in 8th, and I think they're cool as. 40k models are often too busy, says Nick Gardner. There doesn't need to be 17 skulls on a model and all these Chaos Spikes. So interestingly, Nick, I picked up a Start Collecting Chaos Space Marines and a Baden because that was going to be the army I did. And I think I phoned Steve last week, like raging, because I primed them all.
Hang on, tell the truth. So he got them, right? And then leading up to it, he's going, yeah, easy these. This is what I'm going to do, blah, blah, blah. Said he was going to paint them like 3 steps. And then tried it, and he's like, oh, what is going on with these models? There's just no need for all these bits. I
got the first model, and it took me like 25 minutes to just base coat all the gold armor trim and spikes and skulls and metal. And I just looked at the box of models I'd just built, and I was like, that's not how I paint. I paint to get stuff on the tabletop fast. Like I don't, especially when we come out of lockdown, like painting time's going to die because we're going to probably be pumping into making content when we can. So yeah, not for me. So they've been a bench. I stepped into those. I mean, I was doing Necrons anyway, but I wanted something to do thinking I'd get the army done pre-9th, but nope. But yeah, I don't. They do have a bit too much detail for my liking. But if you've got the time and you are more of a painter than a hobbyist, then that'll probably appeal to you.
Yeah. I think all the models are. I'm looking at my desk now, and I'm looking at the Phobos Marines compared to, when the the original Primaris models.
Yeah.
At a quick glance, they're the same, but they're not. They're like way busier now. There's loads on them.
Like the knees have got a bit more going on. They have a couple of extra panels. Yeah, they do. And then the new stuff, like they even said in the commentary, didn't they? Like the original Primaris stuff was kept very naked for a reason. It was just bare bones, and they wanted to make it accessible for people, easy for people to paint into the current armies. But the new stuff, kind of showing you like the more specialist Primaris armor variants, and with that, they're a lot more busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you want to take over from the GBHL podcast?
He's just having a backwards and forwards with Frederick about the different names for rocks and mineral types and stuff like that. Facebook user says, "Hey Smellies," who's that?
I'm going to give you 3 guesses. Who do you reckon's calling me and you Smellies? I've checked.
Marley.
Nope.
Smellies. Ben.
Nope.
I give up.
One more.
Another guess. I don't know. Ed Ball.
No, it is the bloody De Silva, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Smellies?
Mellies?
Cheeky mare.
Expected better from you.
Tell you what. That's what I mean. I would never have guessed. I could have guessed everyone in the group before I guessed it was De Silva.
Oh, I'd have put money on it, to be fair.
There you go. Mr. Matt Prescott, welcome, pal. He says, evening all. How is everyone? We are very well. I hope you are well, and I hope your little man is on the mend, my friend. He was poorly for over the last couple of days, but he's back home now and doing well, so that is awesome to hear, Matt. Send him our love, of course. Jog says, still cracking on with my Slaves to Darkness for AOS. Going to branch out to some Demons too and probably play some Ninth. That means I'll have Warcry, AOS, and Night to learn stroke play when we get back. Not a bad
pretty solid collection
set of games
there.
to play there, my friend. Sean says, wow, just had a look at the Overwatch change. Got to admit that was a cool rule, I thought, but reserve judgment for now. May add an additional level of strategy to the game. I think so.
The thing is, as well, everyone's just got more command points now.
Yes.
Like that's the other thing. Like, yeah, you can only do it X amount of times, but I think it'll add a tactical element in kind of, let's say it's my charge phase. I'll try and bait you with a couple of charges that I want you to use your Overwatch, because you can only spend a command point on the same thing once per phase.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do is, like, if the thing I want to achieve is to kill your intercessor unit, I might charge a couple of other units first, hoping you'll Overwatch. So then I can send my melee unit in safe. So I think it will add kind of a level of strategy, kind of like Warcry in the turn 2, where it's like, who's going to commit first in this back and forth, and for that. And like, I think it's going to add a really cool element. I mean, time will be telling, and it's always right to wait and see how it goes. But it could add a level of kind of depth and strategy into the combat phase.
That's it. I mean, we don't know what else they've changed yet. So yeah. We don't know as far as how that's going to affect the other things, because we can't put it into context with the rules, because we don't know the rules yet. So it's going to be interesting. I'm sure they won't have just changed that one thing and thought that's going to fix the game. Obviously, if they've changed that, which is quite a big thing in 8th, I think there's going to be quite a few big changes, but we'll see. Frederick says, yes, spelling is always important in science. His reply to Damien. Joe says, working on my thought at the minute, hoping to get him finished this evening and start Loki tomorrow.
The Marvel stuff, like the Thanos is coming now.
Yeah.
What? But like, we've been getting all the Marvel Universe stuff, and you've been getting like the Infinity Stones, and like Thanos is next now.
Yeah.
Borderline a one-man army, and it's pretty exciting for the game. And the game is so big now. Like, there's 35 models released.
Yeah.
Far Cry from the original 10, and considering anything can work with anything, you can have some pretty cool hero battles now. It's cool. I'm looking forward to playing more.
Yeah. He also says, although the football coming back tonight will probably impact my happy time. Yes, the first game was a bit dull.
We're going to win the league properly. No technicality that you can take the mick out of. We're going to win it properly.
You're not, mate. Honestly. God's even spoken.
I know.
He's tried to end the world to stop Liverpool winning the league, mate. So yeah, it's City are playing Arsenal as we speak. For anyone who is interested in the score, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But I'm a red and I'm not happy. That's all I'll say.
In football with no crowd.
Yeah, it's odd. I watched some of the German games.
Yeah.
It makes it feel like a training game or something. Like, it doesn't really matter. But I don't know. It is what it is. All the clubs are selling all advertising space over the seats now, aren't they? So big banners over the seats in the stands. So they'll still make the money. They're not hard.
Wasn't there was it a Chinese club that put, should we just say, dolls in the stands? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Vladimir says, weight comes and stays and never goes away. Amen, brother.
It's feeling like that, my mate. It's feeling like that. We'll see. I have to get on my bike. I have been out on my bike a couple of times. It's boring. It's boring on your own. Frederick says, not really into healthy food. New TTG merch incoming. Great T-shirt slogan.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it needs just say it. Oh, we don't need to brand it on a T-shirt. But yeah, good idea. Yeah,
I'll be all right once I get back to work, because I'm not used to not doing anything. I've got quite a physical job. I mean, I've never been a skinny guy anyway. Do you know what I mean? But I've not done anything for 3 months, so I've just piled it on and I've been eating loads. Nick says Chaos Terminators come with chain axes base, but they can only give you one in a 5-man box. Had to order them from Forge World. I forgot how stingy 40k can be with weapon options.
Yeah, I mean, your best option there could have been just to buy a box of Corn Berserkers, but the arms probably wouldn't have been fat enough for Terminators.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Oh,
I have a question. Someone in the chat might know. So they've announced that they showed off the thing that showed like the points are going up, and a unit can be like between like 5 and 20 models, for example. Can I take 8? Because in AOS you buy like it says 5 to 20. And it means you take 5, 10, 15, or 20, and you usually get a discount in points and you take 20. But, like, can you take in 40k, can I take 7 Marines in a squad? Or 11X or 14Y? Does anyone in the chat know that? Because
what, you mean in 8th edition?
Well, yeah, let's say that.
No, I don't think you can.
Because, like, the unit sizes for the 9th days, let's just say 5 to 20 models. So, maybe, like, has it been confirmed, or am I being an idiot about can I take 9?
I think it goes up in 5. I don't know where I've got that inkling from, but I think it does go up in 5. 5s or 3s. It might be 3s.
Because in AOS, I think it depends on the unit. In AOS, you can take them in 10s, but it only gives you points for per 10.
Yeah.
That case, like, it was points per model. Yeah. Now, it may have them just been showing off the new points.
Yes.
Or it may have been them being flexible with your unit building. But I don't know. Just a random thing that's been bouncing around my head. Somebody in the chat might answer. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. It's all right. Jog says, Necrons are really busy models. Hate the Warriors. Yeah, Witch 3 is probably one of my favourite games. Mr. Darbikin says, painting up some Skaven and Space Wolves. A lot of Space Wolves, you know. I've noticed a lot of people are doing Space Wolves. Matt in the chat, he's doing Space Wolves as well.
Prophecy of the Wolf.
It's a great kit. Great kit. Rob B, evening all. How you doing, Rob? Excuse me, I have to keep clearing my throat. Hay fever's really kicking my ass at the minute. Nicholas Gardner, Chaos Space Marines seem easy until you realise you need to paint the damn trim. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then Angel's laughing. She's now in the YouTube chat, so she's toying with our emotions. She's in and out. Matt says, do you guys know any companies that are making mats for the smaller game sizes? Not yet, but I'm sure they all will start very soon.
I'm surprised that they didn't do it instantly. Like GameMat.e, because I know how the companies work and I know how they make the mats. Like, it's not difficult because a lot of them offer so many different sizes. Like, I'm surprised that the day this happened, there wasn't like a deep cut and all the other companies going, boom, 44 by 60. Because all they'll do is they'll pick a bit of the mat that the texture design looks good on and just cut the rest away. Yeah. Or they could just scale it down, but I'm baffled that we haven't seen it from the day they announced it, because the interesting thing, like not to touch on it, because it's such a laboured to death point, like it is minimum. You can play on whatever you want, but all the big tournaments, the ITC, Adepticon, Nova, all the big kind of 40k events around the world have confirmed we're going to be playing on the new size. So people who are tournament gamers are going to want to use the new size. So yeah, it is minimum. And like Element, for example, I'm not going to cut any of our 6x4s down. That's partly because they're used for...
you can just tape it off anyway. Just tape it off or put something over the board to make it that size. The thing is, like you say, if all the big tournaments are going to be practicing that, using the minimum board size, you'd be silly if you've ever, at the back of your mind, think, I might go to a tournament one day. You'd be silly not to play at those sizes, because then you all the tactics that you do for deployment and stuff are going to be out the window as soon as you set up on a tournament table. So
I'm going to embrace the new size because I like that idea. But anyway, but the other thing is, like, so I'm surprised mat companies didn't hit it the same day. But the other thing is as well, right? Let's say, for example, you take a 6x4 mat and then you cut the 44 by 60 out. You're left with a frame that could then go over another mat. Like, you flip it upside down, and you could then overlay that on a 6x4, and it'd be like people buy 6-inch 6-foot runners for either side of a 6x4 to make it a 6x3 for Legion. I think we're going to see people do like mat toppers for those who want to cut the mat to basically frame it, if that makes sense. And mat companies could literally get a 6x4 and from it cut the new size mat and the topper for to sell as another product. And yeah, it can. I think maybe because I work in this a little bit, I'm baffled that people are all over this already in the mat manufacturing. Maybe they are, and I've not seen it. But yeah, it's one that's baffled me.
They might just be hanging on just in case there is another sort of prerequisite for the boards or the mats or something.
Yeah,
you never know, do you?
Like there's Mikey from Hellstone Wargaming. He's been trolling social media. He started a bit of a #small board gang, and kind of meme everybody who's like, oh, it's minimum, and he's cutting all his mats on his YouTube channel, and that's been quite entertaining to watch. But yeah, I'm going to play on the new board size. I like it a lot.
Yeah, me too. Where are we?
Angel De Silva, love you really.
I love you really. Yes. Yeah, you've got some making up to do now, Angel. Got some making up to do. Glyn says, I can cook is my new hobby. Yes, it is. Glyn has been all over. I tell you what, he's a sly dog. I tell you, I didn't have him down as a bit of a whiz in the kitchen, but some of the stuff.
You're coming to Manchester, son. Move in with me. You do the cooking. I'll do the eating. What a combo!
Yeah, he's smashing it. It's been good to watch.
I'll give you a day off and make you a pot noodle.
Joe says, first game was a bit dull. I'm a Villa fan, so I'm just glad we got a point. Frederick,
when you're a fan.
Yeah. I won't give the score away at the minute. Frederick says the Dolls were at the Korean game. Nick Garner says you buy the base number of guys, you can then add up to the mats.
So I could I start with 5 and then I could buy another 3. That's really flexible with your points. I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
So often in AOS you can be like, nearly swore again, sugar, I've got 60 points that I can't, and luckily AOS has like endless spells, so there's loads of little 40-point bits you can buy. But yeah, no, that's good. It means you can really customize what you take.
Yeah,
I like it.
Jock says you have a minimum unit size, then add on individually in 8th. Cool. Rob says, evening all, how are we doing tonight? Very, very well. We've just been talking about you, Rob, because we've got some stuff we need to get to you, but lockdown's still being a bit of a pig with us, so bear with us, Rob. Nick says, and they're bought individually, talking about the bits and bobs. Rob says, lots of 40k talk, I take it. I'm lucky out here, one Necron player, and I have a Space Marine army. Buying a box each and splitting each, getting that sweet, sweet rulebook too. Very, very nice.
Hey?
How
much? Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How much is the new box? Because I've changed my mind because they've announced the new Luminef box this week for AOS, and it looks like the rumours say, I don't know if it's been confirmed, the rumours say like 110 quid, and it's got 16 models in it, 10 infantry, 5 cav, a hero. But don't get me wrong, it's also got a book and some dice and some cards in it, but like the fact that they've said this isn't a starter set anymore means like they won't take a massive hit on value like they normally do. Like this thing's got 50 models in it, man. Like my 120 quid Stab in the Dark, as much as I'd love it and it would sell like hotcakes and be a really good, even though it isn't a starting set, a really good launch.
Well, they did say it is exceptional value.
Yeah, but they're going to say that about all the products.
No, they said compared to what it would cost you if you bought it separate.
But like, I just don't think my 120 quid estimate is as safe anymore. Like,
I don't know. I'm still hoping for around 130. I'll be disappointed if it's more.
I'll be happy as long as it's 100 quid with elements discount. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Which means it needs to be like 120 quid or whatever. I'm bad at maths. 124 quid tops.
Yeah, we'll see. Make sure, guys, that when you buy your box set, you use our affiliate link because it really, 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 really does help us out. Doesn't cost you any more than what it would do normally. If anything, it's cheaper to get it off Element Games using the affiliate link than it would be to get it direct.
Still get it at your door.
Yeah.
I'll probably be around when it's getting packed, and I'll put a little joke in there in your box.
A Haribo.
Stuff in like.
Put a Haribo in it.
Yeah, we'll hook you up.
Half-eaten Haribo.
Maybe not. Maybe not. But no, let us know what you think, and do remember, as and when any pre-orders come around, or you're buying any stuff, if you use the Element affiliate link, which is in the description of this video, it's pinned in the group on Facebook. It helps us crack on. And
how many models did you get in the Necromunda set that was like mega money? Was that 170 quid? How many models did you get? The difference with that is you got a load of terrain and you got dice and everything, didn't you?
The other one you can look at is like there isn't a direct comparison, but like you could look at again if you look at the Sisters of Battle box, that had about 18 models in, and that was 125 quid. This book is way bigger than the books in the Luminef and Sisters one. Now there's no terrain in there, but there's just like 56 models?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, like someone said in the chat, we'll get to it. Like Dark Imperium was 95 quid with 53 models. Very true. But Dark Imperium is the 2-player starter set. That's the recruitment tool that they designed for like GW staff members to sell to kids' mums when they come in and have a demo. This box is that's coming later. This box is just a box of models. Yeah. That's why I'm now worried about the price of it. But
we'll see.
I want to be wrong, but we'll see.
Yeah,
let us know what you
think. Nick says it's inevitable to make the new mats. It's hard. It's hard to get 4 kill team boards of that match.
Do you know what's interesting? Are the kill team boards the same size as the Warcry ones? Because we've definitely had 4 core sets of Warcry between us. I'm pretty sure they are the same size, so we could do one out of them. Plus, they all have one side that fits together. That's what they did with all the different Warcry boards you got in sets. There was always one side that was a different design, but would line up with one of the others, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Warcry board would be a good shot.
I 100% will be making a 40k board anyway, at their minimum sizes. 100%. I already know what it is. I already know what I'm making.
Right. Is it a Space Wolf board?
It's Fenris, yeah.
Yawn. Where's the robot board, man?
Yeah, no robot board, man. You built that. Ram it, mate. Ram your robot board.
Get a load of combat stuff and just put tinfoil on it.
Yeah. Lee says Wolf player since 2nd edition.
Nice.
Staying strong. Nick says smaller armies and smaller mats mean faster games. Yep. I see this as an absolute win. 100%.
That's it. One day event.
Totally agree. Alex says, when roughly do you think you'll be able to do bat reps again? In need of things to watch as soon as possible, man. Oh, I tell you what, I've sat up and it doesn't half show my derby off. Look at this. As soon as possible. We're like chewing at the bit to get back and do it, but obviously we've got to do it in a safe and sensible manner. So
we were chatting about it this week as well, and it has a big knock-on effect. Like us not filming bat reps is really demotivating us to do non-bat rep stuff. Like we feel like we're milking it a bit, and like we want to get back to doing what we love.
I feel like bat reps is what we do well. Yeah, or what I feel we do well, what I enjoy doing the most, what I get the most out of. I like doing all the other stuff. I love content creation, love it, love YouTube, love live streams, love interacting with everybody. But getting stuck into a battle report, putting the time into it, and when you watch it back and it looks cool with all the little animations and little things like that, you just get like a nice feeling. And once it's on the Tinterweb, it's there for life, isn't it really? Where's it up to? Matt says, when building an army in Battlescribe, it's per model. There's a min and a max per squad, but Battlescribe doesn't flag it up as non-legal lists with amounts between min and max. Cool. Glyn says, nothing wrong with a pot noodle, Jay. It's got to be chicken and mushroom, right?
No, beef.
Nah, mate.
Beef and tomato.
No. You and Damien are in the same gang. You've in a different sense to me. It's chicken and mushroom. But I'll tell you what, spicy ribs, not half bad either.
Oscar loves the chicken and mushroom, but like he'll get a bottle of soy sauce and just whack loads in. The little sachet ain't enough.
Well, do you know what everyone used? Because I used to nail pot noodles for fun when I was like in the teenage years, playing on my Sega Mega Drive with all my mates on a Saturday night. Tanning chicken and mushroom pot noodles. I used to, you have the soup left. You always have about an inch of soup.
Yeah.
I used to put cheese and onion crisp in it and smash them up with my fork and then eat them.
How are you this culinary god that we now know?
That's it. Mate, try it. It's the best thing ever. Best thing ever. Frederick says, what's your favourite cooking channel on YouTube, Steve? I don't know. I don't really watch cooking channels. What I do watch is I watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay. I'm a big fan of Gordon Ramsay. I like his food. I like the food that he does. So I've been watching lots of stuff from him, try to get some tips. But anything, if they're cooking decent, proper, wholesome food, I'm in. I don't like things that are just like too fancy. Like you get sort of hardly anything on your plate, them type of meals. That's not for me. That I like to have a good meat and 2 veg, good plate full of food. So I'll watch anything. I'll watch anything. But yeah, Gordon Ramsay stuff I watch. Plus, it's nice to see him when he has a go at people. What about you, Jay? Who do you like to watch?
I watch Gordon Ramsay. You'll see it in the channel history.
He's a legend, isn't he?
Food YouTubers, mate. Sorry.
Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen is a classic series.
I love watching like the best bits of Kitchen Nightmares and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
There's a I Can You Can Cook as well, which I've heard is all right.
It's banging, mate. It's banging.
Check it
Best channel ever. Go and check it out, everyone. In the chat, if you've not been to I Can You Can Cook on YouTube, go and check it out. There's a Facebook group as well. It's cracking. You'll see what Glenn's been making all week.
He's in there like 9 times a day, guys, while he neglects us. Don't worry.
I like, hand on heart, I was really like taken aback by Glenn's culinary expertise. I was like, go on, Glenn. Good lad.
That cheesecake, like the floaty invisible bit on top. That's
See, I'm not. That's a fruity, tangy thing on the top. I won't have that. But everything else looked banging. Glenn, speaking of the devil, says was fasting today. Got stir fry tomorrow. Excuse me, and Thai planned on Friday.
Do you know what I'm having? I've not eaten this evening. I've been busy. I've only just got in. We did this. I'm having my favourite comfort food as soon as this stream's done.
What's that?
Cheese pickle and beetroot sandwich.
Oh, mate.
Thing of legend.
Mate, I tell you. Rob Camp says, yeah, not to worry, gents. I understand the word's crazy at the moment. Cheers for keeping me in your minds. You're always on my mind, Rob. You're always on my mind. Thank you out there. Glyn reckons 150 sobs. If you don't know what sobs is, that's pounds. That's how.
That'd be 120 element discount. Yeah, like that's where my heart's now. I don't think it's going to be 200 quid. They're not stupid because even though I am saying it's not a starter set, it still is to most people because it's how they'll start playing.
Yeah.
I'm getting it. I'm somewhere where Glyn is.
Yeah. And Rob reckons 180 quid. I hope not, Rob.
That Luminef box for 110. That's only got a third of the models. You could smash two.
I know, but I don't think you can compare it like that, though. I really don't. Like you say,
has to be an element of comparing it like that because models have a production cost, right? And then they'll have some sort of commercial way of quantifying that into an RRP. But yeah, I just don't see them taking the hit on it they would on a starter set because it ain't a starter set.
Well, they won't be taking a hit.
It would have 2 products in the market at the same time that would be like nowhere near like huge loss or breaking even on production costs. But I suppose they have said this set is when it's gone. So maybe that'll go away. And I don't know. Let's see what everyone thinks.
See, I shouldn't be because of how hard to get some of the things have been from GW of late. But whenever they say that, I always just have flashbacks of the limited edition Radagast. Hobbit starter set.
Living Goblin. We were talking about that today.
Get it now. It's limited edition. You might not be able to get it. You still get it now, brand new. It's on the shelf.
It wasn't even a sticker. It's on the printing of the box that he's limited edition in it, and they've never. I don't know.
It was funny. Jog's just saying, yeah, Dark Imperium was 95 for 53 models. Rob Camp says they say the box is over 50% off buying separate.
Oh, it's definitely more than 120 quid then. Like, you can pay 30 quid for a box of Space Marines now. And a box of Necrons. That's 120 quid for the 4 core units.
We'll just have I don't want to talk about it no more. You're depressing me. I've got 120 quid in my head. Stop pissing on the fire. Leave it out. Jog reckons 110. Angel says a bag of Tang Fastics, Nom. What did I have the other day?
I've got no snacks.
I've not had Tang Fastics for ages. I had a Super Mix. I had a bag of Super Mix yesterday.
You know what I tried yesterday? Have you seen them Oreo ice creams?
Yeah.
Mate, me and Oscar, they're class.
Let me tell you. Hey, I went in not Aldi. What's the one? Lidl. I went in Lidl the other day. Just gonna throw that out there. Go in Lidl and they do. It's like like everything's like a snide of a big make. They do a snide Oreo like chalk ice thing with like the biscuit bottom base in it.
Good.
Pucker. Yeah, it was mint. Pucker. Try it, Lidl. And I think Angel's just come on to troll us. She's called us names.
And now she's making us hungry.
Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I'm eating my Tang Fast sticks. Enjoy
Enjoy
not having any Haribo there, guys. Yeah.
All right.
Nick Garner says, what's Element international shipping?
I don't know. I think if I remember correct, there's like a. Don't quote me on the numbers, but it's like £5. But then for every 100 grams, it goes up in like 50p increments. Those numbers are probably rubbish, but you get what I mean. But it does have a cap as well, so there is like it'll stop costing you money at X weight or X level, but it has like a start price and then it goes off weight. I can't remember the details. Sorry, bro.
Yeah. Jog says, if the Necrons and Marines come on separate sprues, they can release start collecting boxes at a later date too, so that's more use out of the molds and more money. I think 100%. I think that will be the case. Seems to be, doesn't it? You don't? I think it will.
They especially I don't for the Space Marines purely because they're killing Dark Imperium and you can't get some of them models. So I think those are going to turn into start collecting. So the Primaris out of that and the Death Guard will become the new start collectors.
Yeah, maybe.
What you might find is when they bin this off and do a starter set, the starter set will probably still be Space Marines and Necrons. Yeah. But it might be a different permutation of models. We just got to wait and see, haven't we?
Yeah. Chris McGreal, damn, I forgot about the affiliate code. I have BSG Vipers and Legions Viso on order. Come on, Chris.
Shocking.
Use that code, man. What you want to do now? You want to go to the description at the bottom of this video, click the code, just go on it. Then you can shut that window, and it's in your cookies for a month.
Everybody go and do it. Everybody in here, go and click the affiliate link now, because it sits for like 30 days, I believe, or 7 days. I don't know I think it changed, but it lasts at least a week, maybe a month. So I'll go and click it now, and then once a week, click it. Super done. You don't have to worry about it.
Or do what I do and just have a million windows open on your desktop at once. Open it, minimize it, and just leave it sat there open.
That can be your element. What you could do is you could bookmark it. Bookmark our affiliate as your element.
Yep, there you go.
Strats, right there.
Jog says, it's still got to be accessible to new players too. Totally agree.
It does,
right. Steve says, well, if you look at the Adeptus Titanicus and Necromunda Zone Metalis special box prices, £150 plus easy. Try not to sound negative about it, but I'll only buy what I want rather than get it all. I don't think you're going to have any problem. The beauty of this box, the only upside to it being expensive, if there is an upside, is it's all new models, right? So if you buy the box, it's highly likely you're going to be able to sell half of it and get a decent chunk of your money back on eBay, because no one else, they can't get the models from the shop unless they buy the starter set. And some people won't buy the starter set. They might only be Necron players, or they might only be Space Marine players. So I don't think you're going to struggle to get rid of half of the box if you don't want it.
There's huge, a lot of people are on groups agreeing swaps, half swapsies, because everyone's going to want a box because they want the book, but people will be hoovering up second and third sets to build out their armies from eBay. You don't. If you're happy with just one end, you can just the other will fly out. I think that's no
yeah. Alex says Bataret's a class man. Only thing I've ever thought is dice tray is lit in a way. Struggle to see dice, otherwise it's class. Yeah, that's been something that we've struggled with throughout.
That's been one of the frustrating things we do.
And believe it or not, we have tried so many different things, different filters on the camera and everything, and different filters on sort of post-production and all sorts of stuff. But I actually was thinking, it's funny that you brought this up actually, because I was only thinking about this either last night or the night before, and what we were talking about, Jay, where the dice tray is going to be slightly different on future battle reports for us. It doesn't necessarily have to be under the main light.
Yeah, we've got a plan.
So it might be all right. It might just through pure luck get rid of that. But we'll see.
Table like idiots, which is just a win.
Yeah. He also says, thankfully, I've lost the gut over lockdown after running 150 km since the start. Jeez, I hate running and I get really bad shin splints, really, really bad shin splints. It's agony. So yeah, I don't like running. I don't like running. Jog says, can't stand Jamie Oliver. Love his recipes though. Guy knows his stuff. Just looks and sounds like a plonker. I agree. I like his stuff, but he is annoying to watch. I think he needs to step out of that character for every now and again, and it'd be all right. But his stuff's all right. Yeah, he does some good roast dinners and that. Do you want to take over from Frederick, Jay?
Can do, mate. He says, check out Alex French Guy Cooking. Funny and crazy do-it-yourself chef building his own kitchen tools. Really enthusiastic as well. There's one for you, Steve.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
There's beetroot is yummy. You can keep the rest there. Who doesn't like cheese?
I know. How can you not like cheese?
Who doesn't like cheese? What a sad life that must be. Oh man, like when I meal plan, it's like, right, what am I having with my cheese?
Yeah,
like, that's the way you build a meal. Glyn made a beetroot and beef curry. I'm not down with that. They don't sound like they belong together. But I'll take his word. Jog Pearson says roast beetroot is the boss. Yeah, I'd agree. Glyn, cheese and pickle sarnie's yummy. Zach Hurst says, ever played Frostgrave?
It's only our most popular video on the channel.
Woo! You were super excited for Frostgrave. I remember it.
Yeah, Frostgrave was a good game. It's basically Mordheim, pretty much kind of thing.
But it's got depth if you want. Interestingly as well, they're doing a second edition in the summer.
Yeah.
Now. I've read that and I've not heard anything else, but they're doing second edition Mordheim, which would be pretty cool. Some of the models are wicked.
Frostgrave, not Mordheim. You get people excited.
Sorry, Oh man, I wish it was Mordheim. Frostgrave.
Yeah.
Some of the plastic sprues they've done for Frostgrave, I had to pause then.
Yeah, they're really good. Really good.
Barbarians, the witches.
Yeah, really good.
Okay.
Female warriors, which you don't get much of.
No.
It is. I mean, I played it when it first came out. And like I say, there is a couple of videos way back. If you look back at the back catalog, I think they're probably the first videos that are done on the channel. And it is a really good game. Really good game. Just for me, the only reason it probably didn't carry on for me was nobody else locally was playing it. There was a couple of players at Altrincham Gaming Club who were playing it. Other than that, it was really difficult to get a game, so it kind of just fell by the wayside. But it's
great stuff.
Really
generally, like really cool games. But they just don't get much traction on the gaming table. Like I think certain gaming clubs like that love niche stuff double down on it, but I think you've got to be really lucky. It's not like a mainstay that you can just walk into a game store and find a group of people playing.
Yeah.
That kind of hinders most of the smaller games out there, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. Go on, carry on. Is you reading?
God. Frederick says Element Games is often cheaper than German retailers for people in Germany. Good. Happy to be supplying you. We ship so much stuff to Germany. Jog PLC, the sprues are mixing.
Spread the affiliate link, Frederick. Spread that link, my friend.
Make everyone click it.
Yeah.
The sprues are mixed in Dark Empire. That's a good point. So maybe they won't get split for that. Yeah. Rob says 61 models, bunch of heroes and a book. £3 a model is my theory. It's pretty solid math. Jog PLC, I reckon they'll run Conquest again with the Dark Imperium sprues. Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. Restream's telling us we're amazing. Chris McGrail, my order's been on the Element ordering system for at least a month. I think I'm the only BSG. What does BSG stand for?
SBG, it must be. BSG?
Battlestar Galactica.
Is it?
Best bet, Chris. So the issue we've had is your order may be stuck because like one item's out of stock. Like a lot of suppliers are still not giving us the stuff we want or super limited quantity. So drop support an email or even ping them on the Facebook page and they'll probably split your order and send it to you, let you know what's missing, and they'll look after you. We've massively upped support during these times and we're trying to take care of everyone best we can. So get in touch and we'll sort you out. And if you need me help, just drop me a message. Steve Bonnar says, true on the resale, but only wanting the bikes. The bikes are class, man. Really class. Jog PLC, oh no, they're not, my bad. Angel de Silva, I don't want cheese with beetroot. I do love cheese. Okay.
You're just being picky now, Angel. Just being
I
picky.
can refriend you on Facebook. I'll get that done after the stream. That's fine.
Terrible.
Alex Hart, can't wait to see what you guys do. And I have a problem with my knees due to weight gain, but now trying to shift it. Oh, sounds like you're doing a killer job, man. So keep it up.
Yeah.
Stevie Bonnar says, you pair shouldn't be doubting others' food taste with what your local dishes are like. Hang on.
Whoa.
What was that? Do you remember?
Come on. He had, what was it, chippy sauce or something? It was like brown sauce in vinegar or something like that he was having.
Curry with vinegar in or something, yeah.
Some muck he was having. Yeah, I don't know.
Frederick Sauce has made a curry a few days ago and then later made a milkshake using the same blender. Didn't manage to get the taste of Indian spice out of there. My milkshake tasted funny. Still good though.
That's it. You know what? Like, they don't now, but my fingers for the past 2 weeks have stunk of garlic. Like, you just cannot get rid of that smell of garlic off your fingers. Don't matter what you do. It's horrible. You know, because I've been cutting a lot of garlic.
No Magestus, sorry if I butchered that, says, hi, will you do some more faction reviews for Lord of the Rings? I really enjoyed them in the past. We talked about this, didn't we? Like,
it's funny how things have come up in the chat that we have literally spoke about in the last couple of days.
Me and Steve had a bit of a channel chat the other day, and that was one of the things that, like, we're trying to push up the priority list to finish. Yeah. But once the world's fixed, it's back rep time.
Remind us by whacking on the Facebook group, put a thread of basically saying what you just said in the chat, and also tell us which factions you'd like to do us to do a review on, and I'm sure we can hook something up for you, my friend. No problem.
Jill Monroe says, yeah, I bought a lot of the Judge Dredd game, and no one around it, I think that's by Warlord, no one around here played it after one of the gaming cafes closed. Many mini lines are just for painting things. Yeah, it's true. I love a lot of like boutique and niche games, but and I always have grand plans for them, but when you can't get a regular problem. Chris McGill says, Battlestar Galactica, that's me, nailed it. Super nerd. Me. Rob Camp says, chippy sauce, and Steve Bonner says, I'll muck you, lad. Jill Monroe says, don't start on chippy sauce, shut your faces. We're getting some baiting. Start using the block button, Steve, and just get rid of some.
It's all this lot from north of the wall who keep coming down, you know.
What are they doing? Zach says, sounds like you love Frostgrave. What was the other game you mentioned? That's Mordheim. Yeah. Mordheim is a game that came from GW about 20 years ago. And it is still widely renowned for being a great game. It's not been around in 15 years.
Yeah.
You can still get it on eBay. Like, you can find the PDFs online these days. It's been unsupported that long. Really cool fantasy skirmish game.
It's the game that all skirmish resource collection style games have been modelled off, and it was the original is the best.
It defined fantasy skirmish, didn't it? And,
yeah.
And it's definitely worth. My hope is that it will. I've got a secret hope that it'll come back. So I did a lot. I think I did a video on it ages ago.
It's got to come back. It's got to.
The thing so the reason I've not been talking about it, because I did a video all about this, is I don't think Mordheim and Warcry will exist in the same space. But
look at Necromunda and Kill Team.
Yeah, I get that. But if you look at all the games specialist games have done, they started with Lord of the Rings, which is now not a specialist game, it's a proper game.
Yeah.
And they've got literally what they've got left, other than they've even done Rogue Trader now in just book form. What they've got left is Mordheim and Battlefleet Gothic. My two favourite games as a kid. Now, I think we vlogged it as well. We went to the New Year's Open Day and they confirmed that if they redo Battlefleet Gothic, they're going to want to spend 18 months developing it and making the rules more modern. Because these games have aged. I tried Mordheim again last year and I was a bit sad, actually, because it ruined the rose-tinted glasses.
Yeah.
And they confirmed that they'd want to spend 18 months on on Battlefleet Gothic. And they
you have a drink tonight, you? What?
I know. They also confirmed they haven't started developing it yet. So that's 18 months away, minimum, if they started the day they told us that. Obviously, they're really busy with the old world. Like, that's going to be a big focus for them. But, like, it makes sense that they're working on Mordheim right now. Through process of elimination, and I'm probably wrong, but all signs point to that being the thing they could.
I think the fact that the old world is in the works is a massive sort of thumbs up towards Mordheim could come back sooner than we thought.
Or Epic, right? They're the two things. And I don't think they're going to go back. I don't think they're going to go back to the Epic scale.
No.
Other than Titanicus and doing the big robots, I don't think they're going to go back to Epic scale armies, but we will see.
Yeah,
we will see. But I would love to see Mordheim back. Even if them guys didn't like it, it'd be all over the channel.
Yeah.
Steve Bonner says, Steve, rub onion on them.
On what? Oh, on my fingers for the for the garlic smell. For the garlic smell. I love garlic, but garlicky fingers are not all that.
Yeah. Alex Hart says he had his first Mackies for 4 months today. Oh my God, was so good, and faction reviews would be sick. Yeah, we started them. There is half a dozen up on the channel. I'd like to get back into them, so we may look at that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Great to be here. Thanks for the answer. You are very welcome, my friend. Alex Hart says, the Moria faction review confirmed my choice of Moria, which I just brought the profile cards for. Yeah, it went really under the radar that the second wave of profile cards came out last week as a release.
Yeah.
I picked up the Elves one and the Hobbits one.
Yeah.
Just incredible. Well, Hobbit good, and then Free Peoples just to cover my armies. Because I missed them the first time round. Jog PLC says, does anyone play Rumble Slam? Every time it pops up, I always think it's great. Rumble Slam is a wicked little wrestling game. I've played it a couple of times. A friend of mine, Tom, taught him it, and it is hilarious. It's never to be taken seriously. You wouldn't run a game night for it at your club. But if you want 45 minutes with beer and pizza where you're just laughing your head off, it's like you get an MDF ring and you can bounce off the ropes to make your attacks more powerful, and it's mental and it's hilarious. If you want to pick it up and you fancy playing it with like your kids or one of your mates or your wife and your girlfriend, it's good fun. Like, I really enjoyed it actually. Yeah. And it is cheesy dudes in leotards. It's class. Jill Monroe, I don't understand why GW haven't turned Mordheim into one of their box games. They maybe will. Like the fact that Warcry exists made me a bit skeptical, but we'll see. I'd have never put money on them bringing the old world back. Even when they did the announcement going square bases, I was like, no, they're tricking us. It's a diversion. Like, I wouldn't have bet on the old world coming back.
Yeah.
After blowing it up. So who knows? Steve Bonnar had a Chinese after the wife's birthday last week. Was amazing. Needed chippy next.
Was your wife upset?
I can't wait for restaurants.
Couldn't help it. Don't need it. Don't need them, mate.
Just because you're a living author.
Don't need them.
Excuse me. Frederick says, anyone here got experience with Coat d'Arms paints? Recently ordered a few, so I wanted to start testing some different paint ranges other than Citadel and Army paint. I've used a few of them. They are effectively like 10 years ago when GW reinvented the paint range, the core range, and renamed everything, and Goblin Green and Midnight Blue went away. Coat d'Arms are those colours. From what I understand, they used to make the GW paint, so it is effectively the mid to late 90s GW paint set.
Yeah.
Obviously in rebranding. I've used a bit of it. It's very similar to P3. It's very thick. It does need thinning. I've got a couple. I think I use the flesh tones quite a lot. But I'm not much of a painter and I haven't really had much experience. Hopefully someone further down the chat has got your back. Steve Bonner says Gorka Morka. Yeah, Gorka Morka, wasn't that like the Orc vehicles? Yeah, it was. It was all the bikes and Orcs versus Orcs, wasn't it? I think the fact we've got Speed Freaks and it didn't happen at that point, and they did all the new Orc vehicles for 40k and did a box set and a game around it, means we probably won't get Gorka Morka. I don't know what you think, Steve.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chris McGraw says, didn't it start with Empire versus Skaven? I'm sure that's the two star. I'm not sure, my friend.
Mordheim, it was the Empire thingy spree, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely was. God, that was such a cool set. Model I need to get off eBay because they're pretty available. Well, the first model I ever got that was like fantasy that I didn't buy anyway was when Mordheim came out. They did a model called Amdur the Blade. It was basically like an elf mercenary.
Yeah.
I spent years, and he was free on the front of White Dwarf, and I spent years loving that model. I need to get one, and I wouldn't mind getting it like properly painted, just as like a bit of a nostalgia thing. Jog PLC, Gorka Morka is the boss. Move, rolls the dice, move again, roll the dice. Oh, you've exploded. Nice. Rob Camp, hashtag old world. Oh, I've just brought the chat. There we go. Steve Bonner, lack a drink there, Jay. 30k Battlefleet Gothic. Sounds great idea. Yep. Rob Camp can't wait for it. Glyn loves garlic. Zach Hurst, any more skirmish games which are decent, which isn't from GW? I'll check out Mordheim. Thank you. So I'm assuming you're looking for fantasy skirmish. I think it'd be fair to say. So skirmish games that I love. Wild West Exodus is a huge one for me, but it's not really fantasy. It uses lots like you can play as Abe Lincoln or like Jesse James or Billy the Kid. It pulls lots of historic figures, but it's got a huge steampunk twist on it. But as a skirmish game, I say it's always amazing. I obviously need to tell you about this wonderful fantasy skirmish game called Middle-earth Strike Back Game.
Yeah, he said that isn't from GW though.
Fair.
Yeah. What's the Mantic's one?
Kings of War Vanguard. Fantastic game.
Vanguard's a good game.
great. It takes, you can use all the existing Kings of War models, but you play with like 8 to 12 models. Kings of War Vanguard is amazing, actually. Can't recommend that enough. There's probably someone in the chat shouting up about it as well. Kings of War Vanguard's great. Any others you can think of, Steve?
I'm just thinking.
Just going through in my head. There's Relic Blade. That's one I'm not familiar with. Check out Kings of War Vanguard. That's probably the next fantasy skirmish for me. If you want to play sci-fi, let's cover them both. Sci-fi skirmish. That's pretty cool by Mantic. I really love the movement in that, and it's a lot more fun than it looks on face value. There's so many games these days. It's tough, isn't it?
The Marvel Protocol, whatever it's called, that you play.
Protocol. Yeah, that's fantastic. Do check that one out. But Rob Camp says, gents, whatever happened to Super Fantasy Brawl? Good question. Remember playing it at the weekend of Turn? It was a ton of fun. Is it still played? Well, it's not out yet. COVID delayed the Kickstarter. It wasn't even at Kickstarter when we had that copy. Luckily, the wonderful Az, who did I tell you he's moving to Manchester?
Yeah.
Very he hooked us up with a pre-Kickstarter demo copy to give to you all at the weekend to play. But I think it fulfills in August now.
Really good game. It's a good game.
So Az actually also gifted the channel an all-in pledge. Yeah. I checked back a kit the other day, and it's due for fulfillment in August currently. So yeah, we'll have a dabble with that if we fancy it one night when it comes, won't we, mate?
Yeah.
Fantasy Brawl is wicked. Steve Bonnar, controversial, but why are people buying the cards when there are misprints? Can't understand how they got them wrong. Well, things happen, and you've got to bear in mind in terms of the misprints, because I've worked at a miniatures company. So many versions of a thing go around. Don't get me, I've seen books that staff have put hundreds of hours into and a couple slip through. It's inevitable. Can't really comment on how they work, but I'd buy them anyway. I'd rather correct 3 mistakes on a pack of cards that has 80 profiles in than not have the cards.
Agree.
That's where I'm at. Steve Bonnar says, Void 1.1 from Scotia Grendel or Urban War from Mammoth Games. Cool. Really good skirmish game we missed as well as The Walking Dead.
Yes, Walking Dead. Great game.
The good thing about The Walking Dead is you can play it solo, you can play it co-op, you can play it against each other. Very good game. Go and check out Mantic Games. They've got a wicked little catalogue, actually. They don't get the credit they deserve. Jill Monroe says, Frederick Souls Midwinter Minis did a video about the Cote d'Arms paint. In the last few months, it's a video where he's painting a 90s starter box. Okay, cool. I like Midwinter Minis. Good channel. The Green Tree. Hello, everyone. Hey, buddy. He says, sorry I can't stay in chat tonight. Work is beating me to death at the moment. No spare time.
Feel you, brother.
Time to sleep and repeat. Go to miss the live chats. Catch you next time. We'll be here for you, my friend. I hope
we'll always be here. Just winding everyone up and being annoying.
Gil Monroe, Moonstone is the newer fan. Moonstone's class. Moonstone's really good. It's literally like a goblin riding a pug, or fairies and ogre. Oh man, Moonstone's one worth checking out as well. Very whimsical, really cool theme. Steve on our Star Wars Legion skirmish game. Yeah, skirmish mode. It's not a purpose-built skirmish game, but they did release official skirmish rules, which is good. School Munchers, check out Malifaux for a different style of skirmish.
Malifaux, yeah.
You know what? I posted on a forum somewhere. If the normal day was 34 hours long, I would be a hardcore Malifaux player. 12 hours in the day, because I've played it a couple of times when the new edition come out, loved it. But we have to be kind of realistic with what games we can take on. The miniatures are insane.
Yeah,
setting it is so unique that no one else is doing. I absolutely adore it. If I had enough hours in the day, it would be that. But the problem is, I know if I start Malifaux as a casual game, I'll drop everything else. And it's kind of a control thing that I've not picked it up. Malifaux is badass.
Yeah.
Angel's got to go. She's going to play online with a couple of online buddies. Love you guys. Have a lovely evening, people.
Have fun.
Chris McGrail, Modifius do a skirmish version of their Star Trek miniatures game. Modifius also do Fallout, if you love that, and Elder Scrolls, so you can get some really cool video game IP pulled through there, which is quite good. Yeah, look at who's caught up with the chat. I'm enjoying this tonight. So we've got 10 minutes left. This is your last call to ask us absolutely anything.
Ugh.
No holds barred. Throw some questions at us. Let's round this stream out really well. But what's planned for the week ahead for you, Steve? Any hobby lined up? What's going on?
More of my Space Wolves. I'm gonna say again.
You planning to try and get the box done?
Well, what I'm gonna do, I've got I've got a 5-man squad here, which once I decide on the way I'm going to paint off these, I'm going to paint those, and I'm going to paint Ragnar, and then I'm going to do, because you only get 10 Marines in the set. So yeah, I'm going to hopefully get them not all done by the end of the weekend, but at least one squad done by the end of the weekend. What else? I've got. I'm streaming on. What day is it today?
Wednesday today, Friday.
Streaming on Friday with Damien, so I'll be painting some Rohan. I'm going to finish a couple of Rohan minis that I started. The Forge World ones, can't remember the names. The young guy and the old guy. I'll finish them on Friday. I've got a board half done there, which I lost my mojo to finish. So I'm going to try and reignite the fuel in my belly.
The theme you say?
The what?
The theme of the board, man.
Have we spoke about this before? I'm sure we did. It's loosely based on the scene where with the Rohan encampment and the path, the entranceway to the paths of the dead. It's loosely based around that. So that's it really. That's all I've got in mind. What about yourself?
I'm going to be computer gaming this weekend. I'm going to get my hobby is to get the rest of the Necrons assembled and sprayed with lead belcher. So I've got a solid starting point for everything. Other than that, probably loads of computer game. But question for you, mate, before we jump back in the chat.
Yep.
Are you doing the new Nines Marines in Space Wolf colours or Ultramarine?
Space Wolf.
You're going Space Wolf with it now? Nice.
Space Wolf.
How much Space Wolves have you got painted already?
Loads of like the named stuff.
Yeah.
Painted. And I think I've got 2 squads of Primaris.
Have you got a Thunderhawk or anything like that?
Yeah, the spaceship thing. Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, got a couple. I've got the what's the venerable dreadnought thing?
That's it, venerable dreadnought. Yeah.
What's the name? What's the name?
Oh,
one?
yeah, the one, don't they? I don't know.
Yeah, I've got that, and then I've got some other dreadnoughts that come in the previous Space Wolf box set. Can't remember what it was called. What was it called? Not Sanctus Reach. There was another one between Sanctus Reach and this one.
Dark Imperium.
No. But anyway, that's got some Space Wolf stuff in it. I'm going to get painted up as well. But yeah, I should be alright by the time the game comes out. I should be able to field a couple of different forces to mix it up on the battle report front. And then obviously if I get a board built as well, that'd be very cool.
Exciting times, man. So let's have a look.
Yeah.
So Steve Bonner is asking 4 times, or maybe the chat's glitching my end. When's the bar open? The bar will be open soon, my friend. We will keep your eyes peeled because we will do another one soon. We need to get Ben in the bar as well. Ben's not been in the pub yet, so we'll get one going. Don't you worry, my friend. Chris McGrew, when is Element Games opening to play and walk in the shop, or just walking in to say hi? Dude, are you local?
Yeah, if you are.
When the world is fixed.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so the answer is don't know. It's constantly being assessed. The gaming centre will probably be quite a way after the shop, but you can do collection orders on the website again. So if you are local, mate, rather than wait for us to post it or pay postage, you could do a collection order, and then in the hours of like 8 and 6, there's a table at the front door. You can ring a bell. Someone will bring it down to you. But don't know is the answer, my friend. God knows we all want it open. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be singing it from the rooftops. And if you are local, my friend...
He's in Sale, I've just seen it. Mate, you're up the road from me. I'm only in Altrincham. I'm up the road, Chris. Up the road.
You can sit next to you on the next live now.
Yeah, look at me, I've got my shorts on. Look how white my legs are.
Mate, don't. The views are dropping off. Everyone's bathing. Everyone's hurling into a plastic bag right now. Don't do that to them. Steve Bonner says, sadly, I'm working the next 3 weekends. Can you see all these multiple comments? Or is it just me?
Yeah, it's Steve Bonner.
So I was doing it for everyone for me. So minimal hobby this month. Hopefully get building the guard minis Monday onwards. Yeah, you've got loads, man. Converting again. Skull Munch. Would a Dark Angel player be able to use all the new box stuff? Yes. Yes. You can paint them and use them in any chapter.
The transfer sheet in the box had all the different sort of what do you call it? Yeah.
All the different chapter insignias. So there is transfers for Wolves, Blood Angels, Dark Angels.
Yeah.
In there. Would you need to convert and thingy them to make them Ravenwing, Deathwing? No, you wouldn't. You could just paint them either like bone or black because there's the 2 schemes, and it'd be fine. But I think what they've been saying is you've got mega conversion opportunities.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a bar, mate. The Top Table Arms, we will announce it soon. We open it up and it's a Saturday night.
Danji Ross.
Funny game. Me and Steve get very drunk and we talk nonsense.
More nonsense than we talked tonight.
So Chris says sail. Steve Bonar's blind at Steve's pale legs.
They're not that pale. Can you not see it? I've just noticed because I've not been looking at myself on the screen. I'm looking at you. I've just noticed how white that light's making everything really white.
Yeah, I mean, it gives me an excuse not to look at you, so I'm kind of a fan. But yeah,
I'm going to turn it down a little bit.
Okay. Jimmy Mack says, can't wait to go shopping at Element again. Yeah, Element is legit. Like, I work there, so I'll never get bored of just...
That's better, isn't it?
Look at that. It's like mood lighting. Whoa. Just got 3% more attractive, mate. True story.
About 4% attractive now.
Yeah, pretty much. Jimmy Mack can't wait to go shopping at Element again. And Jug PLC, I'm looking forward to it reopening. It needs to come down. When it does reopen, and if there's a slot in the calendar, we're going to have a bit of a hangout day, aren't we, Steve? Where we'll be there all day. Like, we're not going to make an event out of it as such. It'll just be like, we're here, guys. The cat is on my paint table knocking over paint. Like, sorry.
That's what tails are for, mate. That's why they have tails.
Usually up there, stressing me out. I think it was Gaz wetting himself drunk in the Top Table Arms, seeing me trying to get him down. And Steve Bonner, chat in the group as Dark Angels can have plenty of options alongside the special units. Yeah, you've got loads of room with... do you know what I really love? Cypher's a legit model. Dark Angels will be my Space Marine chapter. There's a dude, I forget his name, someone tell me in the chat. It's a model, and he's riding a jet bike with like a massive cloak and a big sword in the air. Like Azrael, no, that's the Batman guy. Somebody let me know his name.
Is it the White Scar guy?
No, it's Dark Angel.
Dark Angels.
So cool though. Yeah, Dark Angels are where it's at, and I really love when they do the Terminators and the tanks and the bigger stuff in like the bone color scheme. Just
yeah.
But yeah, so I think we're going to pretty much wrap up here, guys. But Jog PLC says it'd be nice to hang out at Element Course. And Glyn, of course, says, I know you mostly talked about food tonight, but I really enjoyed the stream. We always enjoy hanging out and chatting to you. Samael is the name of the guy. Everyone's telling me it's Samael. And Rob Camp, this will be the last one. He says, if you guys were to make a Space Marine chapter, what would you call it and what would the colours be? So I'm not going to answer that because at some point I'm going to put something up in the group and I'm going to get everyone to design a Space Marine chapter for Top Table.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my own version in there as well. I'm playing. I want to get in. But I have no idea. That is a tough question, but a good one. And we'll get to. And with that, we've reached the end of the comments. And that is table episode 37 in the bag, mate.
Yeah, so it smashed it, mate.
Oh, good. So anything you want to wrap up with, pal?
No, I'm all good. I'm just... Yeah, no, I'm all good.
Riveting into the stream.
Sorry, I was looking at the footballs because I've got the notifications popping up on my thing.
Well, I'll talk to you since Steve's ignoring you for the football.
I'm not ignoring. It was distracting. I'm fine now.
Too busy with his cooking channel. It's okay. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. I always love sitting on here and chatting to you guys. Make sure you're all here in 2 weeks' time. Check Steve out on Friday in the GBHL and Steve very active in the Top Table Gaming community group. But we'll see you in 2 weeks. Much love. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.